God uses the imagination. Why don't you? God uses the imagination. Why don't you? Welcome to this video. My name is Jonathan Belcher. And before I speak about what I'm going to speak about in this video, which I hope will empower you, enrich you, and help you moving forward in your life and business, I'm going to start with our daily affirmations, right? Because I believe if you think it, speak it, and you can manifest it. If you think it, speak it, and manifest it, things will become a reality in your life. So really quick, we're going to do our daily affirmation before we go into the discussion today. I am rich. I am financially free. I am financially prosperous. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am loved. We're going to say it again. I am rich. I am financially free. I am financially prosperous. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am loved. Now, pay close attention to every word that I share with you in this video, because this is going to be a very, very powerful video to help you to manifest the things that you want in your life. I got on this crazy jacket today. I love jackets. I got all types of colorful, crazy looking jackets because I think that jackets really just complete an outfit. You know, it completes a whole look. It gives the right aesthetic a lot of times. So I'm a big jacket guy. I'm a big coat guy. So I'm just throwing it on. It's May. It's not that hot today. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it'd be nice that I threw on this video, you know, before I head out and stuff like that. But God uses the imagination. Why don't you? You see, in the land where there's no vision, the people perish. In the land where there's no vision, the people perish. And whether or not you believe in God, you know, I just recommend that you believe in a higher power. Personally, I do believe in God. I have a spiritual connection to a higher power. I recommend that if you do believe in God, you focus a little more on your spiritual connection, because I do believe that that helps you in other areas of your life. Because if you can understand, I guess you could say, the methods and the principles and the concepts, the godly concepts, you can incorporate that into your life. You can use that into your life, act on it, and you will see prosperity and abundance start to accumulate in your life. But if you don't have a vision, you know, if you're not seeing pictures in your mind, if you're not using your imagination, how do you expect to create the life that you want? You know, unfortunately, we live in a society today that's more connected to, you know, like smartphones, more connected to like technology. You know, the society today is more connected to non-natural things, if you will, man-made things more than ever before. Whereas in ancient times, we used to be more connected to nature. We used to be more connected to the earth. We used to be more connected to spirituality. We used to more be connected to our imagination. And we used to really, really dig deep from within to create what we want in our outer world. And a lot of people don't understand that imagination is an inner game, right? If somebody, the thing that makes your reward boundless in life, which means that you can make, there's no limit to the amount of money that you can make. There's no limit to the amount of prosperous relationships you can build. There's no limit to the amount of people you can inspire, motivate, and help. There's no limit to the amount of people that you can impact in a positive way. There's no limit to the life you can create. There's no limit to what you can do in this life as long as you're using your imagination. Because your imagination is an exercise of seeing exactly what isn't here yet, but what you want. And the reason why that's so powerful for your life and so powerful for success, for you to use your imagination and be able to, you know, kind of see exactly what you want. Because before you can be it, you have to be able to see it. Before you can be it, you have to be able to see it. I remember back in college when, you know, I was in business as well when I was in college at the time. And I kept having a vision. I kept having a vision of, I want to make money as my own boss. I want to earn passive income. I want to earn residual income. You know, and I knew that a lot of people were making money online. I knew that a lot of people were changing their life online, but I also knew that it was kind of a new concept, at least for me and the people in the neighborhood that I was around. So I knew that I had a vision for something that may not have been a common vision, but it didn't matter. All that mattered was that the vision was clear. I had a vision of being able to wake up in the morning, you know, open up my phone, look into my PayPal or my Gmail and see that I've earned commissions, see that I've made money through providing a service or product of some sort to somebody online. That was my vision. I knew it was possible. Although I wasn't doing it yet when I was in college, I just knew it was possible. I knew I could do it. I saw it. I saw it. I kept seeing it in my mind. I kept feeling how that would be to travel, make money on the go, create some type of empire, I kept seeing it. So my question to you is, and then of course, years later, I didn't know how the steps were gonna create it, but years later, the steps in my life started to formulate to actually make that a reality in my situation, to the point where I was able to quit my job, to the point where I was able to impact other people. We have CJ Wigham, who's on the track of doing 6 figures. If he hasn't accomplished it already, I know he just hit World Team in Herbalife. So shout out to him. Chris Dakers is killing it in Total Life Changes. His team is getting crazy right now. He's getting shouted out by Stormy Wellington, and people are acknowledging his team and acknowledging the success that he's having. Melanie Winston, also on Total Life Changes. I could keep going with names of people that I've worked with and I've helped have success, but really and truly, sometimes we are so connected to how we're going to make this money, we forget that success and abundance and prosperity is really an inner game. It's really about mastering the self. It's really about understanding who you are. It's really about understanding exactly what you want and being clear in your mind on what you want. That means the relationships you want to have. What would that look like if you had to imagine it? Obviously, you want to imagine something you do want. That's the secret. The secret is to imagine something you do want. Why would you imagine something for your life that you don't want? And unfortunately, you'll be surprised. A lot of people go through life because they're constantly kind of bringing what they don't want into their future based on their past. So most people live a life where they're still living in the past of something where something may have went wrong in the past, or they had a traumatic experience in the past, or maybe they have failed in business so much in the past, and because of the past, now they automatically apply that thought process to the future, and now their mind is in expectation of the worst. Now they're seeing the worst. Now when they see the next business opportunity, they're imagining the last time they failed. Now when they see the next person that may be a great person for them to get into a relationship with, who's a good person, they're remembering the last guy or the last woman who hurt them, and now they're bringing that into this current situation. But in order to change your situation, in order to break out of the rut of, for example, being broke or living paycheck to paycheck, or just being in some type of rut where you feel trapped, the only way to break out of that is to imagine something different, is to see something different. See something different using your mentality, right? It doesn't have to be a reality for you to imagine it, because what God did was, if you follow, God uses imagination, why don't you? I'm going to ask you it again. He uses his imagination, why don't you? God said, let there be light. And then it says that he worked for 6 days, and then he rested on the 7th day. And then now life as we know it was created. But do you know of any system that's more complex and more just miraculous than the human body? Do you know any system that's more complex and more helpful than the human body? I mean, we have respiratory systems. We have digestive systems in our body. We have all types of systems to get rid of toxicity. Trees need us. We need the trees. The plants need us. We need the plants. The earth needs us. We need the earth. So we are connected to everything here that God created, aren't we? Because it was an imagination. If you look at systems and if you look at how things work and how nature moves, as far as how animals, interact with nature, you'll see that we're all connected. And you'll see that everything was created for a design. And if everything was created for a design, that means that I can't create exactly what I want unless I have a blueprint, right? So God had to have used his imagination before he can create exactly what he wants. How do I know? Because everything in life is systematized as if it's in harmony. It's not random stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not like crazy random stuff going on. Life is actually things happen and cause and effect. So I challenge you to use your imagination. Even if you don't know exactly how to do the next step, see exactly what you want. See the income you want to be making. See how you're going to be living, receiving that income, and stuff like that. And you're going to start to see more prosperity in your life. You know what I mean? So recently I wrote a blog post called Something Big is Coming. I believe in you. I really would appreciate if you checked out that blog post at workwithjohnbelcher.com. That's my blog, workwithjohnbelcher.com. And you can check out the links in the description below and connect with me. I appreciate those of you who have been subscribing to my channel. Please continue to subscribe to my channel. Continue to drop your comments and your likes. But, another thing that I have is I have a journal. There's another thing that keeps me on track. You should write down your goals. You should write down your visions. You know, you should write down what you want. You should write down everything. Why don't you have a goals written down, action steps written down in your journal? How do you expect to manifest the life you want without writing down what you want next and being clear about it? Now, understand on your journey you may mess up and make mistakes, but that's okay as long as your vision is clear and your imagination is clear. Use your imagination and your life is gonna change. I promise you that, right? So drop comments below. Let me know how you feel about this information. Get a journal, write down your goals, write down your vision, and I'm gonna see you at the top. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.